6 months of this year have really been affected by the coronavirus. In the early parts of the year, there appeared to be little or no impact, but from March onwards, the effects of the lockdown began to be felt, with the agents reporting a slowing in the market as that vendors appeared reluctant to list properties because they feared the sale prices would fall. Prospective purchasers became hesitant to employ due to employment concerns. However, in more recent months, as agents and participants in the market became used to virtual auctions, no open homes and inspections by appointment only, the market started to improve, with agents in popular beachside localities reporting very strong interstate inquiry as well as competition for property across all property or value ranges. Some agents in the non-coastal areas have been reporting returning purchaser interest, especially following federal government incentives to buy or build new property. Now, the well-known drivers of capital growth on the Sunshine Coast have continued, including the Maroochy CBD project. I don't know how many have been up there and had a look, but it's certainly moving along, and we're now seeing the council starting to do work on their own new headquarters. The ongoing upgrade to the Bruce Highway keeps progressing, and we went through that area as we came south this morning. It's due for completion, I think, later next year. The University Hospital is being completed, as has the runway for the new Sunshine Coast International Airport. That was unfortunate because when it was due for completion, the aeroplanes couldn't arrive or take off. But the finishing work to the infrastructure is expected to be completed late this year. The current market is characterised by renewed purchaser enthusiasm, with continuing lower interest rates, seeing the market remain strong. And I talked about that a bit earlier, but there was recently a property in Captain's Court at Sunrise Beach, which reportedly sold for $2.3 million after 6 days on the market. It was purchased by a Sydney purchaser who, due to border closures, made only one virtual inspection of the property. It's a renovated 2-storey dwelling of about 248 square metres with ocean views, an in-ground pool and a double garage occupying a 786 square metre allotment. It last sold in July 2015 for $1,053,000. There had been some renovation work in the interim, but not a significant amount. Recent land releases and sought-after locations have sold out in quick time, with agents reporting demand from buyers keen to take advantage of the previously mentioned government incentives. And I thought I would not take up too much time, but just show you a couple of graphs here of what's been going on. I started off with the Sunshine Beach area, which is where a rather large property resold recently for a significant amount of money. It had been Pat Rafter's property in the past. But the samples comprise 2 types of property, single residences and units. And the first one on the left refers to the houses. And you can see that there was a little bit of fall in the purchase demand following the lockdown and a decline in values, but then they rose again. But it's a relatively low base turnover. There haven't been that many opportunities for sales in that area. Then on the units one, we've got an even smaller sample there, and it's also showing the fall in the purchaser demand and a decline in values, but then they've risen again, although again off a relatively low base turnover. A different area, which is not by the coast, up in Nambour, much larger volume of sales. Turnover there is more significant. Again, a bit of a slowdown and decline in values, but they've then stabilised, and there's just the very slightest signs of returning strength there, but a much larger sample, so it's probably a bit more accurate reflection of what's going on. And then in the units at Nambour, a sample of 31 sales shows much the same sort of thing, with the purchaser demand falling following the lockdown, and a decline in values, and then rising again, although again it's over a relatively low base of turnover. And that's my quick summary.